Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove all hats and caps at this time. Presentation of colors performed by the Del Norte High School Air Force Junior ROTC. National anthem performed by Del Norte Choir. Please remain standing until the colors have left the arena floor. Thank you. Graduates, please be seated. Welcome. At this point, I'd like to introduce Del Norte High School's principal, Ms. Jo Sloan.
Thank you. Welcome to Del Norte High School's graduation for the class of 2013. I am honored to be here this afternoon to share in the celebration of our students' achievements and graduation. We have with us on stage our honored guests, and I would like to introduce them at this time, and they are members of the Board of Education, Dr. David Piercy, Mr. Lorenzo Garcia, member of the school board, Mr. Winston Brooks, Superintendent of Albuquerque Public Schools. Mr. Eddie Soto, Associate Superintendent of Secondary Schools. Ms. Amy Milazzo, my Assistant Principal, your Assistant Principal, and Ms. Coots, our Assistant Principal. Also on stage with us this year is our SLC Coordinator and our Administrative Intern, Chris Welch, and our Master of Ceremonies, our Activities Director, Mr. Scotty Goff. To begin this ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the parents, grandparents, and family members that have supported and encouraged their sons and daughters to stay in school, graduate, and further their educational goals. Today's graduation is the result of the many years of your hard work and dedication to make sure that these students are successful. Today, we want to take this opportunity to thank you for all your hard work and support. Seniors, please join me in giving your parents and family members a round of applause. I would also like at this time to thank our staff and our teachers. They have also worked very hard this year and kept you all in school and do what they needed to do to make sure that you were successful. So let's please give our teachers and staff a round of applause. The class of 2013 is outstanding. I like this class. The class of 2013 has achieved both academic and athletic success. They have received over $2.6 million in scholarships. They have also received many accolades for their creative and artistic talents, and they have also received many athletic and community service awards. This class is also the first class to graduate from the new Del Norte High School. These seniors experienced the transition from the old Del Norte to the new Del Norte. Our seniors brought with them from the old building the compassion and the caring that they have for their fellow classmates. They moved into the new building with confidence and night pride. The class of 2013 has continued the traditions at Del Norte High School, and they have set the high academic standards and expectation for all other classes to follow. The young men and women seated before you are also the citizens of our future, and I am confident that they are ready and capable of conquering any challenges and transitions in the future. They will be competent and caring leaders and will meet the responsibilities of their communities. Each and every one, I know, will be successful, and they all have a bright and hopeful future. I want to thank you all for a great year, and as you begin another transition, remember, the right way, the night way. Congratulations, seniors.
As is our tradition at Del Norte High School, we'd like to introduce our top 20 graduates. As your name is called, please rise and remain standing. With a grade point average of 3.92, Marcus Varner. With a grade point average of 3.928, Jing Young. With a grade point average of 3.93, Kyle Berger. With a grade point average of 4.02, Estrella Flores. With a grade point average of 4.042, Alexander Barham. With a grade point average of 4.042, Jacob Varela. With a grade point average of 4.05, Alyssa Sanchez. With a grade point average of 4.062, Kelly Weedy. With a grade point average of 4.066, Lauren Gomez. With a grade point average of 4.16, Felicia Roberts. With a grade point average of 4.204, Vincent Sandoval. With a grade point average of 4.218, Michaela Wilkinson. With a grade point average of 4.295, Emily Romero. With a grade point average of 4.363, Jenna Lee Thurman. With a grade point average of 4.366, Graciela Fierro. With a grade point average of 4.443, Dennis Suazo. With a grade point average of 4.503, Michelle Mui. With a grade point average of 4.503, Corinne Foskey. With a grade point average of 4.56, our salutatorian, Jared Thurgood. And with a grade point average of 4.60, our valedictorian, Thomas Joseph Andrago. Thank you, Top 20. You may be seated. And I'd like to ask our guest speakers to please come up to the stage.
Our first senior speaker is here today with his parents, Connie and Mark McConaughey. In attendance is also his brother Jared, his sister-in-law Shannon Hausman, and his grandparents and his aunt and uncle. He is the VSU Vice President and a member of Senior Senate. He will attend C&M for 2 years and then transfer to New Mexico State University to major in secondary education and business. He hopes to become a teacher and a successful businessman. Kyle would like the class of 2013 to remember him as funny, outgoing, and caring person. I introduce to you Kyle McConaughey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I plan to keep this as short as possible. It seems like yesterday we were in kindergarten wanting our afternoon naps and recess. And now, here we are, 13 years later, in line to receive our diplomas, ready to tackle life and all of its challenges it presents to us, and still trying to sneak in that occasional afternoon nap. Today is the day we've been waiting for since the first day of school freshman year, the day we say goodbye to our teachers and set out to accomplish our goals and our dreams. Throughout high school, many lessons have been learned. Kemi Niola, a United Kingdom businesswoman, once said, "From good things, we learn to be a thankful person. From bad things, we learn to be a stronger person. Remember that not everything will go the way you want it to. It's a matter of learning that life simply isn't handed to you. Stop worrying about what others want. Worry about what you want. If you listen too much to what others say about you, you'll never be who you really are." In discovering who we are today, we thank the people who helped us get here. Our administrators and our counselors for guiding us down the right path, our teachers for educating us, the cafeteria staff for feeding us, security for protecting us, and our families and our friends to be there to support us in each and everything we do. After having the times of our lives, we've come to the fork stuck in the road. It's time to say goodbye to our beloved castle and time to turn the page and start the next chapter. Commencement not only means the end of something, it means the beginning of something, and that simply is what today is. It's the beginning of our new chapter. Today, we, the class of 2013, will continue on our quest the right way, the night way. Thank you.
I would ask that the graduate members of the concert choir please join your singing mates on stage. And now the Del Norte Concert Choir, directed by Miss Catherine Green, with Child of Tomorrow. And graduate concert choir members will rejoin their class. And at this time, please welcome Assistant Principal Amelia Milazzo.
It's with great pleasure that I introduce the Del Norte High School Class of 2013 valedictorian, Thomas Joseph Andrago. Thomas Joseph is here today with his parents, Tom and Suzanne Andrago, sisters Alexandra and Miranda Andrago, one grandparent, 4 uncles, 6 aunts, and 7 cousins. Thomas Joseph Andrago served this year as National Honor Society and Spanish National Honor Society President. He'll attend the New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology and hopes to become a civil and explosives engineer. Thomas Joseph would want his senior class to remember him as a hard worker who dedicated himself to his sport, but more importantly, to the classroom. Please welcome valedictorian Thomas Joseph Andrago.
Graduates, family, and friends, this month across the nation, millions of students will cross the stage and go forward in their lives. In other words, millions of flat black caps will take that same trip across a very similar stage. This headpiece represents so much more than a specific day in our lives. It represents both the beginning and an end. An end to the 4 years that we have spent together, but a beginning to our life's journey. Class of 2013, I implore you to not let it be the end. Rather, allow it to be that springboard sending you forward into your future. Whereas the Roman priests wore their caps to show accomplishment and influence, your caps serve much the same purpose. The pieces of fabric perched atop your crown show that you've made it through high school. And now that you have attained your status as a graduate, you'll be flung into the world outside of the walls of this school. Therefore, this cap is not the last that you will wear. Rather, it's the first of many to be worn in your lifetime. We will wear the hard hat of a long day's work, the aviator's hat of our adventure and curiosity, the top hat of class and image, but most importantly, the hair upon our heads as individuals standing uniquely amongst the crowd. From here, most of us will pick up collegiate baseball caps adoring the Lobo and Aggie or any of the numerous mascots from across the nation. Even though many of us will go our separate ways this afternoon, we will share a common bond represented by our mortarboards. We share history and we share a night's passion. Those of us moving forward into college must remember that the road ahead is tough. But more importantly, remember that your hat binds you to your peers who are here today surrounding you. Hopefully in 4 years, many of us will be seated on the floor before a stage, once again, wearing similar gowns and caps. Some of us will make the choice to delay our start into college and travel. No matter where your life takes you, wear that pith helmet and explore the lands that lie before you. Leave no stone unturned. When appropriate, put on a diver's mask to help you when you feel overwhelmed and unable to breathe. When adventuring far and wide, adorn your captain's hat as you're at the helm steering your own destiny. Just make sure that from time to time you put on the dusty hat from the rack to remind yourself of your friends, family, and those here today who have helped you on your life's journey. Some of us will graduate and move directly into the workforce. When searching for the perfect job, the Deer Stalker will serve our needs. The perfect job is not easy to find. Adorn this cap, and we'll use our inner Sherlock to lead us in the right direction. We cannot forget to nurture our creative side and see the beauty of everyday life. We're the artisans of our own lives. The braves upon our heads say so. The choices we make will fill the blank canvases we see here today. Use those skills which you've been given and have cultivated over the past 4 years to paint the masterpiece which will ultimately become the story of your life. Often we find that the simple pleasures of life and family are table in favor of work. I ask you to always remember to have fun. Like Carmen Miranda or the Chiquita Banana Lady, sometimes we have to put a basket of fruit atop our heads and share the joy and abundance of our lives with others. The fruits of life are better enjoyed by the many rather than the one. Our adventurous natures and curiosity are often shelved when we are focused solely on our work. The coon skin dusted off and placed above our brow reminds us of how adventurous and imaginative we were as small children. Even though school and work may suppress those innate qualities, it is never too late to remind ourselves that we will forever be children at heart. So as you go forth today into the world beyond these walls, take a moment before placing this cap on the rack with all the rest. Remind yourself that today is not an end, It is simply beginning to the rest of our lives, and that you will wear many more hats in the years to come. Congratulations, class of 2013. We've earned these.
Wow. And yet it's not a surprise from Del Norte High School's class of 2013 for the creativity. Give them another round of applause for their creative speeches. And now I would invite our guest speakers to return and join your class. And now, Principal Sloan with a special presentation.
Board members Dr. Piercy and Mr. Garcia, please join me on stage. Dr. Piercy and Mr. Garcia, board members, I would like to present the class of 2013. The class of 2013 has met all of the graduation requirements as set forth by the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, along with the New Mexico Public Education Department. To you, I present the class of 2013.
On behalf of the Albuquerque Public School Board of Education, it's our honor and privilege to accept this graduating class of 2013, this first graduating class from the new Del Norte High School. Del Norte is a real special place in the heart of my family. My wife was in the first graduating class in 1966 of Del Norte High School. This would be the old Del Norte High School. So congratulations, class. Best wishes to all of you.
Board members and honored guests, please join me up at the front of the stage to congratulate our seniors as they come across.
Ladies and gentlemen, and graduates of the class of 2013. Mr. Wahi, Mr. Hagmeyer, at your pleasure, please bring and present our graduates to their honor. Thomas Joseph Andrego. Jared Thurgood. Corinne Foskey. Michelle Mui. Dennis Suazo. Graciela Fierro. Jenna Lee Thurman. Emily Romero. Michaela Wilkinson. Vincent Sandoval. Felicia Roberts. Lauren Gomez. Kelly Weedy. Alyssa Sanchez. Jacob Varela. Alexander Barham. Estrella Flores. Kyle Berger. Jing Young. Marcus Varner. Dominique Abeta. Jocelyn Altamirano. Olivia Amaro. Isaiah Anaya. Victoria Anaya. Maria Archuleta. Kat Argenbright. Alexander Baca. Michael Baca. Robert Barlow. Dana Barrett. Alana Blackgoat. Danica Blewett. Jessica Brannon. Stephanie Bren. America Bretan Mora. Ashley Britt. Amanda Bustamontes. Samantha Candelaria. Aurelie Jackie Carrion. Alexandria Wick. Clara Hardy. Luis Carrion. Danielle Casaus. Faustino Cervantes. Lene Chacon. Dylan Chavez. Noel Colunga. Anthony Cordova. Carla Coronel. Adam Counts. Erica Cruz. Joshua Davis. Carlos Duran. Lucas Earl. Tiffany Fernandez. Tyler Ferris. Emily Figueroa. Esperanza Flores. Esteban Flores. Eric Flores. Brandy Fuentes. Gabriel Gallegos. Nikki Gallegos. Carlos Galvez. Daniel Garcia. Julia Garcia. Jasmine Garza. Daniel Gerardo Jardines. Martha Gonzalez. Sofia Graeb. Monique Grillo. Gabriel Gurale. Adam Gutierrez. Idalis Gutierrez. Nicole Guzman. Dina Nicole Henry. Ariel Hench. Olivia Hernandez. Isaiah Hogue. Daniel Holguin. Richard Hollingshead. Mariah Huerta. Kira Humbles. Emily Irwin. Jamesha Jaramillo. Jeremiah John. Natalia Johnson. Adam Johnstone. Danielle Curlin. Yolana LeBron. Robbie Lefebvre. Angelique L'Esperance. Danielle Lewis. Anna Lopez. Marissa Lopez. Vanessa Lewis. Anthony Lucero. Derek Madrid. Patrick Mallory. Evander Maria. Sarah Marmolejo. Amberly Martinez. David Martinez. Marcus Martinez. Rachel Martinez. Robert Martinez. Kyle McConaughey. Kiana McGehee. Ryan Mead. Luis Medina. Brianna Mesa. Corey Mesa. Zachary Mete. Tyler Mideval. Jacob Montoya. Eric Morales. Ray Murphy. Chrissy Nez. Keisha Nez. Skylar Nez. Omar Nimmer. Caleb Nixon. Kelly O'Connor. Jeffrey O'Kelly. Kristen Oberman. Erica Ochoa. Chantalise Ochoa. Scotty Olson. Bradley Orndorff. Rosanna Ortiz. Ashley Pilger. Jessica Pomeroy. LaFawn Prince. Harisma Quiroz. Zion Rael. Kenny Ramirez Bennett. Jennifer Ramos. Calvin Reed. Carlos Reyes. Vanessa Reyes. Cedric Riley. Michael Robinson. Caleb Rogers. Salvatore Rogo. Ebony Romero. Taylor Roten. Sofia Sedova. Michael Sanchez. Veronica Sanchez. Allison Schwartz. Alexander Smith. Justin Smith. Savannah Springer. Krista Taylor. Nico Taylor. Kashawn Thomas. Erica Renee Torres. Matthew Tortorella. Tiffany Tracy. Adam Traub. James Valdez. Tiana Valdez. Danielle Vasquez. Felicia Vega. Raquel Vega. Suprice Vilpando. Marissa Vizcaíno. Kadisha Wofford. Randy West. Jordan Wheatley. Kamaria Williams. Jeanette Wolfram. Sydney Wright. Marissa Yanni. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Del Norte High School's alumni class of 2013. And now, may I introduce Assistant Principal Angie Coots.
Our final speaker today is the class of 2013 senior class president. She's here today with her mother, Dorothy, her father, Polo, her baby brothers, Mateo and Gabe, as well as her grandparents, Geneva and Lee Trujillo, and Delfino and Ippolito Fierro. She will be attending the University of New Mexico, where she will study nutrition while working through her pre-med requirements. She hopes to become a pediatrician. She would like the class of 2013 to remember her simply as that nice kid. Please welcome Graciela Fierro.
Hi, guys. This is it. This is our moment. We made it. We've survived. We survived 0 hours, interesting lunch food, all-nighters filled with homework, and walking miles to school from the parking lot. Yesterday, many of us were honored for the accomplishments we made during this journey, but I believe that the biggest accomplishments we have made while we were busy surviving seem to be the ones that received no accolades, no ribbons, no medals, no certificates. So this is the moment that we honor those accomplishments. The times when we thought we'd never make it through, but we did. This is the moment that honors you for stepping in to be mom or dad when mom and dad weren't there. This is the moment that honors every time you were there for a friend, even when all you could do was just to hold their hand through the hard times. This is the moment to recognize the times when we were broken, shattered, and completely alone. We are survivors. But this is also the moment to recognize the times you were kind, when you were strong, and you were true to yourself, even in the little ways, like the times you went out of your way for someone else, the times you smiled at someone in the halls and made their day, the times you stood up for what was right despite all else, the times when you were honest when it was much easier to lie, the times that you gave up the fun choice for the right choice. We are survivors. We survived the end of the world twice. That's us. So savor this moment, and in the future, look back, knowing that you are strong because you have survived. Now please join me as we move our tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2013. Our time for surviving is over, and our time to thrive is now.
I'd also like to thank the Del Norte Band and Orchestra. You'll be hearing them again in just a moment. Also like to thank all our stage dignitaries for being here this afternoon. Please give them a round of applause. And graduates, again, give your families a round of applause because they were just as instrumental in your success as you are. Guests, I do want to remind you, as we conclude, please proceed directly to the meet and greet site, the Ford Pavilion. Graduates, please rise. Mr. Wyhe, Mr. Hagmeyer, at your pleasure, please lead them to their destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, the Del Norte High School alumni class of 2013. Again, faculty, again, family, friends, guests, please meet your graduate at the official meet and greet site at the Ford Pavilion.
Albuquerque Public Schools, support the potential.